So today, another news here. I think I forgot to do last week's news, but this week I have some news here, and this has to do with a little bit of sexist ruling in Japan in terms of high schools and how people should be dressed and look, and it's a bit controlling, and I highly disagree with a lot of stuff that Japan does, and I think it's just, I wouldn't say as bad as prison because, you know, at least you get to go home, as well as it's almost like you don't really have your own identity. And I think in their terms, it's kind of like saying, you know, we like everyone to look the same so they don't get bullied. But bullying still happens in Japanese schools. As much as you think it doesn't, it does. But anyways, articles popping up right here, and we're going to go over this real quick here. So Japanese schools are still banning ponytails because they could sexually excite men. Now, when they say sexually excite men, when they have a ponytail, right? The girls have ponytails right here. The nape of the neck, which is the back, apparently some men get off on that. For whatever reason, they get horny off of it and they can't stop their excitement. Now, if that is the reason for banning ponytails, then I don't understand, like, what else could you do? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, for example, what if your face looks too pretty? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, make them wear a mask for the entire time of the class and stuff? Like, I don't know. And of course, this could be like after COVID, right? When we don't wear masks anymore, but like, how far are they gonna take this to the point where these girls just don't have any freedom? And again, this is mostly towards women. Apparently the girls don't get excited about guys when it comes to certain things, so I don't know. I think that's highly sexist. But let's go see what the reasoning here is. So from the lengths of students' socks to the color of their underwear, Japanese schools are infamous for their strict requirements. Now, again, socks, yes, there is a certain length of socks that you gotta wear. There's a certain length of skirt you gotta wear. Of course, there's some rebel girls that would, you know, not abide by that rule, but they would get punished for it accordingly. So in this article, there is a mentioning of a teacher, a former teacher of a middle school. His name is Motoki Sugiyama, and he basically, you know, doesn't agree with this entire thing. You know, he's been teaching at 5 different schools, and he's saying, why? Like, I don't understand why we are doing this and why, you know, there is, of course, some guys or some boys at these schools that would maybe get turned on by the nape of the neck, or the fact that they can imagine the fact that they have different color underwear on girls. Okay, this is just pure hentai. Like, I don't even understand how this could even be such a criticism to punish these girls for basically restricting what they can wear and how they can look. And honestly, this is like me venting right now, but Japan needs to change some of the shit that they do. Because it's honestly truly fucked up, and I don't agree with it at all. So apparently Motoki Sugiyama actually has a TikTok account where he basically talks to students, or, you know, talks about education system in Japan, and he kind of took this upon himself to kind of show the world how Japanese school systems can be fucked up in a sense. And honestly, I think that's a very good thing, and he should keep doing it. There should be awareness of this, just in case they would like to have kids here and that they would love to have a family even as a foreigner and put them into Japanese schools. But if they get stripped away of their freedom to actually express themselves, then there could be an issue. For example, schools that ban ponytails often allow bob hairstyles that still expose the nape of the neck. So honestly, WTF, like, why would you ban ponytails, which actually extend longer to cover the nape of the neck than a bob? So I actually don't understand what the logic behind that is, but I guess they're trying to say that they want to limit some hairstyles so it doesn't cause a domino effect on other hairstyles that could possibly reach into style or to fruition. So right now, they're banning ponytails. Who knows? It might be bob hairstyles next. I don't even know what kind of, you might as well just go, wait, no, you can't go bald because I would just expose everything. But anyways, you know what I mean? Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to be like The Ring, where you just cover everything. So in this article, it says here, in the 1970s and 80s, rules became increasingly restrictive in attempts to reduce bullying and violence. Now, I totally understand this because there's already kind of a debate between private schools and public schools, especially in the United States and Canada, where public schools, you don't actually have to wear a uniform. You know, in Australia, you might have to still wear a uniform. in some schools. But in Canada and United States, you have a choice. You can go to private school and where you wear a uniform and you look like everyone else. I can see how that would reduce bullying in a sense because you don't get picked on by what you wear. But also, there isn't that freedom of expressing yourself as a person, like bleaching your hair or getting tattoos or getting piercings everywhere. You know, like everyone has their own type of way of expressing themselves. However, I understand the need for private schools, so I'm not totally against it. But however, this is like no matter what public or private school that you go to in Japan, these rules apply. So just to let you guys know, in case you are wanting to have kids over here and you want to put your kids through school here, these are the rules that still exist today, and I don't think they're going to go anywhere in the near future unless rules change. And also, I kind of wanted to let you guys know that schools in Japan don't really, there's not a law behind what they should do at their own school. So they can make their own rules up for every single school. And if the Japanese government tells them to do something, it's not really a bylaw. It's more like a suggestion saying, hey, we're getting a lot of complaints here. You might want to change up your dress code or whatever, your rules, so your students don't leave. But some schools just don't care. They absolutely don't care. And actually what they do is impose more rules like this, which is completely stupid. But some schools did heed to it and they've abided by the government's suggestions to be able to change some of the rules. So there are schools that actually still ban like certain hairstyles, but let's say like they eased up on the underwear rule, where before you're only supposed to wear white underwear, but now you can wear, what does it say here? Gray, black, and navy. Wow. Apparently you get 4 choices now. Great job. I just wanted to let you guys know this because it's not like anyone can really do anything about it, but just to provide awareness, just in case some people are, again, wanting to move over here and have a family here, just to let you guys know. So spread this video to people who are thinking of moving here and to have a family here, but otherwise, yeah, we'll see how this goes. And I feel sorry for some of the, the Japanese girls who have to go through this. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. And there is another news that I want to talk about. So subscribe, like, comment, and talk to you later. Peace.